That timing, though.
That was crazy. She was an older lady, but she said she was holding on until my mother got custody.
Oh my God. Where's the tissue?
It was good. It was good. So, but my mother doesn't know how to nurture because she never had to. When we were kids, she wasn't there. When we were like babies, she didn't nurture us. So to this day, it ain't no, it's like, nigga. So yes, how could that affect me as a 36-year-old man?
So one, it's a traumatic experience.
Sure.
Traumatic experience of believing one person is your mother, then being told, oh, this
Right.
person is your mother.
Right.
Traumatic experience one. Then being uprooted from Chicago to Lake County, right? So now your sense of self, the sense of community is now gone. We may be feeling abandonment. How do I recreate that here in Lake County? You know, Lake County, they call it Snake County.
Yeah.
So they have, it's tricky here.
Back door.
So the idea of like, how do I trust? What does trust look like in building my friendships and my relationships with my own sense of self, my own sense of security with my mother was broken? What does that look like?
Yeah.
So you may be not willing to communicate, not willing to share, or you may be overly willing to share because someone needs to just hear me out, like hear my story, right? You may have trust issues with friendships and your female relationships, right? You may be looking in relationships. You mentioned nurturing, right? So you may be looking for a different role, a different figure in your partner. Where I'm looking for someone to.
We just talked about this.
Stop looking at me like
I'm just reading your response.
What? It's good.
I'm
It's
looking
good.
for someone to, not necessarily us to go out on dates with, but I want someone to hold me. I want someone to listen to me while I talk.
Definitely.
Someone.
Definitely.
So trauma will show up in your desires
That's
and who you choose.
The trauma will show up in your
Yeah, maybe I do value money.
Trauma will show up. So
Ain't nothing wrong with that,
there's
Queen.
no specific way on the trauma responses.
Wow.
Right? But it may impact you academically. Well, now I can't focus in class because I wish what was school like at Lane Tech or whatever school you were in the city. Like, I miss my peoples there. I can't focus on this. So now my grades may be decreasing, right? Now I may go get involved in some other things. I want to be accepted.
Right.
So I imagine that's where you got in line with the drum line.
For sure.
So now I find this community here, but knowing that was all a trauma response because you wouldn't have found that had you not been uprooted.
Wow.
Right, so you are a culmination of all the things.
Yeah.
And so trauma shows up in how you communicate, and how you listen, and how you're able to show up for work. Like these are reasons why you hold on to things and why you do so much because you can't take it from me. Once I do it, you can't take it from me.
That's it.
Right, so
Let's
it may
clap it
show
up.
up in different ways.
Let's clap it up.
We are praying for you.
That was good. I liked
Seriously,
that.
everything she said was you.
That's good. That's good. I love that. And I don't run away from that.
Right.
I have a problem with therapy only because I feel like I don't want to hide anything. I truly feel that way. I feel like I wouldn't be like I would, like you just revealed some things to me for sure. But I knew most of that is connected to my childhood. Like I know that, which is good, but I don't know all of it.
Maybe connected
There's
to your
things that I
childhood
don't know.
and also your mom's childhood, your dad's childhood. Like it's in the bloodline, right? It may be your great granddaddy's. Now you're living out that mission. You have to. That's why self-awareness is very